Hello and welcome to Renaissance Minis. Today I'm going to be working on a chair. I'm going to be recreating this chair, and I want to make it in the 1/24th scale. I love this chair. This chair I picked up at the miniature fair last year for $6. It's handmade, and you can definitely make these at home. This is the one I handmade at home using some balsa wood. You can see the shine on there. I was able to paint it and then put some gloss Mod Podge on it, which actually firms up the cardboard. Like this trim edge here is cardboard. And I'm going to show you what to use to make these cute little chairs. Let's get started. So some of the tools that you'll need to make these little chairs is some balsa wood. I really like to use this balsa wood, basswood. Here is the measurements and the thickness of this. It is super thin and bendable, as you can see, which makes it perfect if you want the back of your chair to be rounded. You can wet this balsa wood down, bend it, and then put a rubber band around it and create concave edges if you prefer. It's so thin, you do have to be careful with it, but one other plus point to it is you can cut it with scissors. You don't need a saw. So this, I try to make the furniture realistic looking using the wood materials, but I also like to make it easy to do. And so this balsa wood is perfect, and you can get this at a hobby store, but you can also get it here at www.midwestproducts.com, which I will put that down in the description box as well. And also you'll need some cardboard. This is flexi cardboard. Oftentimes you'll get packaging, like you'll buy socks or something, and you'll see these pieces of cardboard in there. Do save them because they come in really handy, and again, they produce a concaveness and a roundness, and they bend, and they're great. And once you put glue on them and then you Mod Podge them, they become stiffer. Here is a thicker one, and these are often found on notepads, and these are really great too. I'm probably going to be using this. You can make this chair entirely out of this, but we're going to use a combination of both just so we can play with both materials, and I can show you how they work. Another option, this is not one I'm going to be using today because I'm not doing 1/12 scale furniture, but if you do 1/12 scale furniture, Creatology here from Michael's Crafts is great because you can get these wood discs that are perfect to make little round chair bases out of, and all you have to do is use your diamond toothpicks, which you can get at Target, which are spindled down at the bottom, if you can see that, and they make perfect chair legs. So you can actually, and you've seen me do this many times where I made tables out of this because I'm 1/24 scale. Well, if you're 1/12 scale, this makes a perfect chair. You can cut the edge off and kind of have a rounded front with a square back, and you can make little kitchen chairs out of it, tables out of it, side tables, end tables, and then just stain them or paint them and then put Mod Podge over. So here is going to be the size of my chair, and this is 1/24 scale. That's this scale here. Now this is not a full tutorial on how to make this chair. You're just kind of coming along on the ride with me. I may mess up. I'm going to be using different tools. Right here, as you can see, I'm just using scissors, and cross my fingers I don't split the wood, but it should be okay. This allows me to do a precision cut, but you do have to be very gentle and very careful with your pieces. So we're just going to be really gentle. We're not going to apply a lot of pressure here to the scissors. So that looks like that's going to be the base of the chair, which is pretty much like the base of this chair. So I'm kind of copying this chair, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do the round back or the square back. I'll have to decide that at some point. I like to use wet dry sandpaper. It comes in 220. The grit just seems to be just right. And so if you don't cut it just perfect, you may want to sand the edges a little bit. And again, be gentle with the balsa wood because it can break. We don't have paint on this yet, or Mod Podge, which is going to, or glue, which is going to strengthen it up just a little bit. Because we're actually going to double up this chair. This is just the base piece here. That's this part. And then we're going to do the edging. And then we're going to actually put the seat cushion on. It's going to be much like the other chair that I showed you how to make. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut. I'm not going to go all the way to the seat cushion. I'm just going to cut a little bit here, and this is going to be so that when we wrap the fabric, it will go around really nice and you won't have any folds and creases. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to cut this flap off because that's going to be in our way. This little floppy piece here. I'm going to take this and remove it. And that way we can come in here and wrap this. We're just going to go right here on the edge. I always like to start with a little piece first. I don't like to go with too much fabric because the slower and more methodical you do this, the more exact it will come out and you'll be happier with it. And so I just like to do one little piece at a time. Just kind of. If you cut too close to the base, then the cut will show on the edge, so I try not to do that. And you're just wrapping each piece slowly around. This fabric is wonderful. This is like a jersey knit. It's one of the easiest fabrics to work with, so I highly recommend it. Stretchy, it's thin, it's not too thick, and that looks really good. So that's going to be the cushion there. I'm making this just like a real upholsterer person would upholster a piece of furniture. So this is how furniture is made. And then we can place this right on top here. And I would put this base piece on first and then put this one on. And it looks like this one, it's a little bit too big. Anyway, that's what it looks like. So the back part of my chair came off, but I'm not going to panic. I am going to hot glue this piece down in the right place. I'm not going to worry about that. I think I'm going to come back in with my Eileen's tacky glue and glue this on here. Find out where it goes, right there on the edge. And then we're going to go ahead and glue this piece down. So I'm just going to put some glue on here, and we're going to make sure that this cushion is more to the front than the back because we need that space back here for that other piece. So we're going to give it a gentle press down. I really like how that came out. I think that looks really realistic. And then we're going to glue this back on. I can either do that with hot glue or I can do it with Eileen's tacky glue. And here's the finished chair. Thank you for watching. As always, click subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. Click like if you like this content, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.